In this tutorial, we will cover the instance adjustments feature. The instance adjustments feature is used to add or subtract time to the beginning or end of instances, or to nudge instances left or right on the timeline. To use instance adjustments for a single instance, click on the desired instance in the timeline, then go to Edit Instance Adjustments. In the Instance Adjustments window, be sure to have only the item you are wishing to edit checked. Within this window, think of the word Add as right on the timeline and the word Subtract as left on the timeline. For example, when you subtract time to the start time will move left on the timeline. With that in mind, let's subtract 5 seconds from the start time. Pay attention to the instance in the timeline. You'll see the beginning of the instance jump 5 seconds to the left when we click Adjust. If we were to add 5 seconds to the start time will move 5 seconds to the right, and it will return to its original state. Now if I add 5 seconds to the end time of the instance will move 5 seconds to the right on the timeline. Again, keep an eye on the instance in the timeline when I click on Adjust. If I subtract 5 seconds from the end time moves 5 seconds to the left, and the instance returns to its original state. The last option in instance adjustments is Nudge Instances. This will simply move the selected instance or instances to the left or right the prescribed amount of time. To start, I'll nudge this instance 10 seconds to the right on the timeline. Again, you will see the instance actually move in the timeline when I click Adjust. To nudge the instance left on the timeline, simply make the number negative. If the Merge Overlapping Instances option is enabled, when you adjust an instance so that it runs into another instance in its row, the two instances will merge to create a single instance. So if I add 25 seconds to the end time of this selected instance, since the adjustment will cause it to overlap instance number 8 in this row, the two instances will merge to become one. This change will be seen in the timeline.